Welcome back to Mark's Man Cave and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm a little bit excited because I'm finally going to get to set up my tyre changing machine. I've had this for a little while and it's sitting in a box right over there. So we'll head over there now, we'll have a look and we'll unbox it and set it up. Let's go. Here's the box for the tyre changer. This is how it's arrived. We've just taken the lid off and this is what it looks like once we've taken the lid off. So we'll be unwrapping that now and then we'll have another look. Now there's some stuff that we've already taken out of the box. We've now ripped open the plastic wrapper and that seems to be the tyre changer tray. Everything is covered in oil, which I suppose you shouldn't complain about because it just makes sure nothing rusts. Even all that is all covered in grease and oil. So it'd be a bit of a clean-up job there, I think. But this is what it looks like when you first start unpacking everything. Let's get a few more things out and we'll take another look. And here's the instruction book. Comes in a nice sleeve, as you can see there. And that was in that box, which has also got some plastic covers and a few other bits and pieces, nuts, bolts and washers in there. Now here we are at the next stage of the unboxing process. We've pulled all the sides off the box. And this is what we're left with. There's plastic on the ground there that was wrapped up around the machine. These are the other bits that come out. And this is pretty much what it looks like now. It is bolted down to the frame, so we're going to unbolt it. And this thing weighs a ton, it's pretty heavy. And over here's the arm and some other bits and pieces like some big spring and something else. Not really sure what all that is yet, but I guess we'll get there. We've got the machine over here now and I'm thinking this is where it's going to live at this stage. I'm not really sure yet. We're just going to set it up and this one was bolted on this angle, so we've just taken out a bolt there and a bolt there, and I think we'll spin this around to face the right way and then these 6 bolts get put in before the arm gets attached to here. And this is what's inside the machine when we've taken the back cover off. So it looks a lot smaller now that it's out of the box, and I think that spot might be good because I can still have a car there and it doesn't interfere with anything else like the hoists or anything, and it doesn't interfere with anything on this side of the shed, which is a mess anyway at the moment. So I'm thinking that might be a good spot for it because it's not really taking up any space that would be used otherwise for something else. Okay, well that's in the right spot now. By the look of it, we've got 6 bolts in there. We're just going to have to tighten them up. And the threads are inside the frame. There's no nuts or anything on the bottom of it. You just thread the bolts in and tighten them up. And as you can see, there's plenty of grease on everything. Which, look, I think that's a good thing because you don't know how long these things sit in storage and you don't want to get this thing rusty. This seems very, very solid on first impressions and fairly good quality. I know it's all made in China stuff, but it does seem quite well made so far. We've now bolted on the upright arm and it just connects to there, to the hydraulic ram that's inside. And there's one bolt here that it pivots on, and there's a little rubber stopper there. And we have figured out where the spring goes. It goes up here. There's a bolt up there, you undo that, slip the spring on, and then you put the cap back on and tighten the bolt up. And you can see all the grease, like I keep saying. And once that spring's installed, it spring loads the arm there that will take your tyre bead off later down the track. So that looks pretty good. The bead breaker attaches to the side there, and that little rubber pad that we looked at earlier just bolts to there to protect the machine from the tyre, I guess. And there's your bead breaker. Now what we've found inside there is our tyre pressure gauge and tyre inflator. And that just mounts to the side here. There's a couple of holes, threaded holes there, and that just bolts to there. And that's got the little hose that comes out with the inflator on the end. That's pretty fancy. I really like that. So let's just mount that up and see what it looks like. Here we are. We have pretty much built the machine now. This is what it looks like. That's the top part. All that's assembled there. We've put the cover on the side. Now we do have some pieces left over and we'll be taking a look at those in a second. I'm pretty sure we will find what they were for and I will update the video as we go. So these are the bits we've got left over. I think I know what these are for. They go on there to protect the rim. I'm not sure yet if you use those all the time or if they're just on there when you're using expensive rims. I don't know yet, but they go on there. We've got these things as spares and they go on there. They attach to this. Again, I'm not sure if they actually need it. I guess they are if they come with the machine. And there's a spring there that looks fairly important. I can't work out where it goes, but I'm pretty sure we'll figure that out and I will update it at the end of the video. And there's this piece here that I can't work out what it's for. And I'm thinking they might just be throwing this into the box at the factory in China just so they can get a good laugh when we try and figure out what it's all about. And then there's this piece here, which I've got no idea what it is, and it does look important. Again, once I work out what it is, I will add it to the end of the video. And now, I couldn't for the life of me figure out where the gauge goes until I went to hook up the air supply, and then air started rushing out of here. So that gauge obviously goes in there. How easy is that? Now we're back, the machine's all set up and ready to use. Now I was thinking about making a video on how to change a tyre using the tyre changing machine, and I might still do that down the line, but I'm not really an expert at changing tyres. Generally, when I make a video about something, it's something that I know about. It's either something that I've done for work, that I'm currently doing for work, or that I do for hobby or sport, etc, etc. But I'm definitely no expert at changing tyres. As a matter of fact, right up until this moment in my whole life, I've never changed a tyre using a tyre changing machine or any other device. Keep in mind that I still have the wheel balancing machine. It's still sitting there in the box. I'm going to have to unbox that and set it up. So that will be another whole video. And once I've got everything set up, I'm pretty sure I will make a video on how I change a tyre. Let's not say how to change a tyre, let's just say how I'm going to change a tyre. Just so you can see the actual machine in action, and also how to balance the wheel, just so you can see the wheel balancing machine in action. Just in case you're interested in buying one of these for yourself. So far I'm pretty happy with my investment. Everything came in the box, everything went together pretty easy, and there was no real issues building anything apart from those few bits and pieces that I've got left over. And look, I can't figure out what they're for, but maybe once I start using the machine it'll become obvious. So what I've done, all those bits and pieces that I showed you, I put them in a little box and I put them aside for safekeeping. So if I do need them in the future, they're just there. In the meantime, if you have any questions about anything you saw in today's video, make sure you leave your question down below and I'll try and answer it to the best of my ability. And if you enjoyed this video and found the information interesting, useful or helpful, do me a favour and give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to smash the subscribe button. It's completely free for more videos from Mike's Man Cave. Thanks for watching and bye for now.